Hello and welcome to the first module in our series for our Getting to Know GIRFEC training workshop. This training module is our GIRFEC Overview. We also have other training modules available to watch on our website. A full training pack with all of the information covered in these modules, including easy read guides and BSL animations, can also be found on our website. I hope you'll find the modules helpful. We always welcome your feedback, and if you want to get in touch with our Children and Young People team, please email us at girfec@alliance-scotland.org.uk. The main learning outcomes of the GIRFEC training is to support participants to increase their knowledge and understanding of GIRFEC, learn about the GIRFEC toolkit and understand how to promote children, young people and families' wellbeing by using the GIRFEC approach. As we weave through the training, have a think about how you may already use GIRFEC in your own practice. So let's take a look at what GIRFEC is all about. GIRFEC was introduced by the Scottish Government in 2006 as it was widely recognised that services needed to work together and that children and parents needed one clear point of contact to ensure that the right help is offered at the right time. In September 2022, the Scottish Government published its refreshed national guidance on GIRFEC and outlined how all sectors and services should work together in a right-respecting way to ensure that all children, young people and families receive the right support from the right people at the right time. GIRFEC is the Scottish Government's commitment to provide all children, young people and their families with the right support at the right time so that every child and young person in Scotland can reach their full potential. It is the national approach to improving outcomes for our children and young people, bringing together and coordinating services so that children and young people get the help they need if or when they need it. Through GIRFEC, everyone in Scotland can work together to build the scaffold of support children and young people need to grow up loved, safe and respected so they reach their full potential. We want all children and young people to live in an equal society which enables them to flourish, to be treated with kindness, dignity and respect, and to have their rights upheld at all times. GIRFEC forms a foundation of Scotland's strong track record of respecting, protecting and fulfilling children's rights in law, policy and practice. A central part of Scotland's vision is to make this country the best place to grow up. Children have the same rights as other human beings, as well as additional rights that recognise childhood as a special time that requires additional protection. A child's fundamental human dignity as an individual, a family and a community member must be upheld in order for them to have the quality of life they need for their well-being and development. GIRFEC is for every child and young person and families too, so that no one is left without the support they need. It's a way of working that builds on the strengths and capacity of children and families to improve well-being, promotes partnership, recognising the rights of the children and families to be involved in decision-making about the help that they need and how that help should be organised and delivered. It is aimed at tackling needs early to avoid bigger problems or concerns developing. It's generally the case that most children and young people get the help they need from their families and from universal services like health and education. But there are groups of children and young people, like disabled or living with long-term conditions, and those with very complex care and health needs, who may need more than universal services can provide on their own. So the GIRFEC approach has been found to be the best way to ensure that children and families get the coordinated, targeted support that some need. GIRFEC is a rights-based approach, and it is underpinned with the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, also shortened to UNCRC, and other existing children's rights protection, which will help to create a Scotland where all children and young people are recognised as individuals and rights holders, where their human rights are embedded in all aspects of society. So, in summary, GIRFEC provides Scotland with a consistent framework and a shared language for promoting, supporting and safeguarding the well-being of children and young people. Through a common understanding of well-being, recognising that children and young people need to grow up safe, healthy, achieving, nurtured, active, respected, responsible and included so that they can become confident individuals, effective contributors, successful learners and responsible citizens. It is an evidence-based, internationally recognised and child rights-based approach. It is locally embedded and positively embraced by organisations, services and practitioners across children's services, with a focus on changing culture, systems and practice for the benefit of babies, infants, children, young people and their families. The GIRFEC approach is based on a set of values and principles that apply in all areas of Scotland. That means that children, young people and families can have confidence in how they are to be supported no matter where they live. These main features of the approach are mentioned briefly here and more fully explained in the following sections of the training. The refreshed values and principles of GIRFEC include placing the child or young person and their family at the heart and promoting choice with full participation in decisions that affect them. Working together with families to enable a rights, respecting, strengths-based, inclusive approach. Understanding wellbeing is about all areas of life, including family, community and society. Valuing difference and ensuring that everyone is treated fairly. Considering and addressing inequalities. Providing support for children, young people and families when they need it until things get better to help them reach their full potential. And lastly, everyone working together in local areas across Scotland to improve outcomes for children, young people and their families. So we've now reached the end of our first module, the GIRFEC Overview. Have a look at the other training modules in our training series, which are available on the Alliance website. If you have any questions that have cropped up during listening to this clip, let us know. Email the team at girfec@alliance-scotland.org.uk.